before the show their answers. Meet our think tank. They've answered hundreds of general knowledge questions before the show. Their answers are in. But how helpful will they be to the three contestants? Playing the game with us are Kate, a solicitor from Denbighshire, John Paul, a recording studio manager from the West Midlands, and Lynn, a racecourse cashier from Ely in Cambridgeshire. This is Think Tank. Welcome to the show. Welcome, as ever, to our think tank. These people come from a mix of professions, from chemistry teacher to a musician, a waiter to a dance teacher. Together, though, they have one job: to assist our three contestants as they battle it out to win a cash prize. Well, welcome to you all. Kate, you're a solicitor. In your spare time, what do you do?
I had a baby about a year ago now, so lots of my time is spent with him.
Any secret pastimes you want to share with us?
Probably my biggest guilty pleasure is a weekly subscription to a celebrity magazine, a celebrity gossip magazine.
Who are your favourite celebrities you like to gossip about?
Well, Mr. Turnbull when he was on Strictly.
Stop it.
Or Robbie Savage, perhaps. Quite a liking for him.
Your strongest subject then would be what?
I'd probably say sports. I follow lots of sports and always have done.
What are you not so good at?
Films. I don't have a particular interest in films, or perhaps art and literature.
Literature. Max is your man.
Well, I'll do my best, see if we can help you out. What light through yonder window breaks?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're in good hands there. OK, John Paul, you're a recording studio manager.
I am indeed, yeah.
So have you worked both sides of the microphone?
I actually used to be an artist, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to rap with a group and we used to tour different clubs and that kind of thing. But I now decided to stick to the management side. It's much more fun.
Come on, there must be something you can share with us.
What, lyrics?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not this time of day.
Not this time of day, exactly. Thank you.
So music should be good for you if that
Yes.
comes up as a subject.
That's right, yeah.
And what are you not so good at?
I would say science.
If you want science, I think Armanel, you can help him out, can't you?
Well, hopefully, as a chemistry teacher, I can help you out.
Okay.
Welcome to the programme. And Lynn, you're a racecourse cashier.
Yes.
Whose cash are you handling?
I'm handling the cash of the people that come to the races. And they buy their champagne and their food after they've won a lot of money on the races. I'm the girl that takes it all from them.
All right. Oh,
Very happily.
absolutely. What do you do in your spare time?
I'm actually studying for a master's degree in antiques at the moment. So I tend to sort of do quite a lot of going around car boot sales and antiques fairs and things like that.
If you're looking for antiques of a questionable value, you've come to the right place. No, really, honestly, they're priceless. Welcome to the programme, all three of you. So over 3 rounds, our contestants will try to tap into the think tank's knowledge to build up as much money as possible. The 2 highest scorers then progress to the final. Ultimately, though, just one will walk away with a cash prize. So let's play the first round. So in this round, I'm going to ask you all a question, then every member of the think tank will reveal the answer that they gave before the show. Now, the correct answer is always going to be there somewhere, but there are also any number of mistakes in the mix as well. So if you pick out the right answer, you get £200 added to your kitty. You get 2 questions each. Kate, you're first. So here's a question that we asked the think tank. Which TV presenter was the most commonly Googled person in the UK in 2015? Don't have to answer that just yet, but let's take a look at the answers that the think tank gave us. Armanel.
Cilla Black.
Claudia Winkman.
Holly Willoughby.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Bill Turnbull.
Jim Bills.
Dermot O'Leary.
Jonathan Ross.
So we've got 8 different answers. Only one of them can be right. What strikes you?
There are a couple maybe that I would probably rule out relatively early, without offending. I probably shouldn't...
No, you just go ahead, offend me, I don't mind.
I would probably perhaps rule out you, Bill, and Jim Bills as well. And I would probably take a punt at Holly Willoughby.
Holly Willoughby, Lucy's answer. Well, she's not bad at popular culture. Let's see if you're right. Holly Willoughby, is it? Cilla Black. Sorry, you're wrong there. So Armanel was bang on the money there. Let me just ask Ken, Jim Bills. I'm not entirely familiar with Jim Bills.
Well, he's very famous.
Is he?
Yes, I often Google him myself.
Have you?
Anyway, are you criticising my choice?
Not at all. I'm delighted about it. Just trying to work out who on earth you're talking about. That's fine. Anisha, that's very sweet of you, Diamond.
All love,
No,
Bill.
absolutely not.
All love.
However much I click on that mouse, I still can't get the total out there. OK. The second most Googled person in the UK was Colin Campbell.
Oh.
Of course.
Really?
Who none of you guessed. Jeremy Clarkson was third.
Where did Jim Bills come?
Jim Bills, we haven't... Have any of you heard of Jim Bills? No. Jim Bills, Kate? No? OK. You know what? After the show, I'm going to go and Google it. OK.
I definitely would, yes.
All right, no money for you there, Kate, but you'll get plenty of chances later. John Paul, you've seen how it works then?
Yeah.
Here's your question. Which male tennis player won 3 of the 4 Grand Slam singles titles in 2015? Let's see what the think tank came up with.
Andy Murray.
Ralph Nadal.
Novak Djokovic.
Andy Murray.
Andy Murray.
Roger Federer.
Novak Djokovic.
Roger Federer.
Ah, very split field. What do you think?
Well, I was a Wimbledon ball boy.
Not while any of these guys were
Not
playing,
while
no?
any of these guys were playing, no. I do like my tennis, and I'm looking at what Lucy has said, and Cleve. I'm going for Novak Djokovic.
Novak Djokovic is your answer. Let's see if you're right. Well done indeed. Yeah. So well done there, John Paul. You've added £200 to your prize fund. In fact, the only Grand Slam that Djokovic did not win was the French Open. He was beaten by Stan Wawrinka in the final. Lynn, let's see your question, shall we? What is the largest US state by area? Let's see if the think tank can help you here.
Alaska.
V.
Texas.
Alaska.
Texas.
Alaska.
Texas.
Ohio.
So, several states to choose from. Alaska, Mississippi, Texas, Ohio. Been to any of those?
No, I haven't, unfortunately. But I've at my mother-in-law's quite recently, and she has a big atlas on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And we were looking at how close Russia is to Alaska, and it looked pretty big. So I think I'm going to go with Alaska.
Alaska is, you say, the largest US state by area. Let's see if that's the right answer. It is indeed.
Oh, well done.
Well done. So well done, £200 into your prize fund. Alaska is indeed the largest state by area, 665,000 square miles. Wow. Texas, in fact, came second. There you go.
Close.
So, Kate, time for your second question. Here we go. What is the name of the murder victim in the classic British version of the board game Cluedo? Let's see what the think tank came up with.
Dr. Black.
Captain White.
Dr. Green.
Reverend Black.
Just incredible.
Miss Scarlet.
John Smith.
Mr. Plum.
Quite a diverse set of answers there. Perhaps things I wasn't maybe expecting.
Certainly diverse. All the colours of the rainbow for a start. Lots of different professions.
I must admit, I haven't got any particular idea, so I might have to take a punt with perhaps one of the think tankers who's been reliable
Have they?
so far.
Which one?
Ken, I'm going to rule you out. And I think Anisha and Cleve, I'll rule those answers out as well. I'll go with Armanel and Dr. Black.
Armanel's choice as well. Dr. Black. Let's see if you're right. Is indeed the right answer. Well done. You went for the teacher's knowledge, which is just the right thing to do. So £200, you're off the mark. So indeed, Dr. Black is the murder victim in the British version of the game. In the American version, he's Mr. Body. Oh. John Paul, let's get to your second question. For what is the internet term blog an abbreviation? You are searching for an answer. Let's see what you can find from the think tank.
Weblog.
Biographical.
Weblog.
Biographical log.
Blogging.
Blogcast.
Biographical literature.
Biographies.
Well, you've got a lot to choose from there, haven't you?
Yeah. I actually have a blog myself. So,
Okay.
so I do a lot of blogging, but I'm not sure if what Anisha has said is the actual term that they're asking for. So I'm looking at what Max has said, biographical log. I'm going to go with Max, biographical log.
For what is the internet term blog an abbreviation? You take Max's answer, biographical log. Let's see if that does boil down to blog. No, he doesn't. Weblog. Should have gone with Armanel and Lucy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sadly, no extra money in your kitty just at the moment. Lynn, your second question coming up now. Zorro is the Spanish word for which animal? Think tank, what did you think?
Bull.
Jackal.
Bull.
Donkey.
Fox.
Fox.
Bull.
Horse.
Well, you've got a lot of bull there. to think about.
Heck of a lot of bull.
You've got a jackal, a donkey, a couple of foxes and a horse. What do you think?
A lot of people seem to think it was a bull, but I can't kind of fit that in with the name. I'm actually going to go with Anisha and Ken, and I'm going to go for fox because it's quite foxy, quite sly.
Zorro is the Spanish word for which animal? You've chosen fox. Let's see if you're right. You are indeed. Well done. So, Lynn, £200 added to your prize fund. 3 of you said bull. Well, Zorro is fox. Toro is bull. Don't know why I know that, being a Turnbull myself. But there you are. Yes. Oh, yeah. So, at the end of the first round, let's take a look at the prize funds. Currently, Kate and John Paul are tied on £200. In the lead, though, is Lynn with £400. It could all change in our next round, of course, everything to play for. Every member of the think tank is holding 2 questions, which they answered correctly before the show. So you will take turns then to pick someone in the think tank whose knowledge you think you can match. And again, for every correct answer, £200 will be added to your prize fund. Now, once a think tanker has asked both of their questions, they can't be picked again, OK? Kate, you get to go first. You've got the whole bunch to choose from. So whose knowledge do you think you can match?
I'm going to go with Anisha.
Anisha, that's a very wise choice, I think, really. OK, Anisha, what's your question?
OK, so I got this question right because I used to be a makeup artist. What colour is the traditional eye makeup kohl, particularly popular in Eastern countries?
I've had an eyeliner that was coal before. I'm going to say black.
You're going to say black. So, what colour is the traditional eye makeup kohl, particularly popular in Eastern countries? Anisha, is she right?
You're right.
Well done. That's £200 added to your running total. John Paul, who do you want to choose?
Wow, boy. Lucy, give it a try.
All right, Lucy.
I run a dance school, so
Right.
I knew the answer to this one.
Okay.
You may well too. Let's see. Ashley Banjo has found fame as the leader of which dance troupe?
I do like the reality TV shows, and he was from Britain's Got Talent with a group called Diversity.
Diversity is your answer to the question. Ashley Banjo, finding fame as leader of which dance troupe? Let's see if you're right.
Diversity's correct. Well done.
And they were the winners of Britain's Got Talent in 2009, so
they
well remembered, Dan. £200 is added to your running total. OK, Lynn, you've still got everybody to choose from. Whose knowledge do you think you can match?
I think I'm actually going to pick Max. He's got an interest in film and literature.
Max?
Well, you're in luck, Lynn. It is a literature question, and this is one of my favourite authors. And if you don't know the answer, I am happy to lend you a copy so you can swat up next time. So, Pinky and Spicer are characters in which book by Graham Greene?
Have you read much Graham Greene?
I have. I just can't think of the title. OK, I think I've got my answer. I think it's Brighton Rock.
You think it's Brighton Rock. Pinky and Spicer are characters in which book by Graham Greene? Max?
Well, Lynn, it's Brighton Rock.
Well done. £200 added to your running total. Kate, who are you going to choose this time round?
I'm going to choose Lucy.
OK. Lucy?
It's a travel-related question. I've done quite a bit of travelling, and hopefully you'll know the answer to this. What is the name of the large, flat-topped mountain that overlooks Cape Town?
Ever been to Cape Town?
I have, and I've also been to the top of the mountain.
It's easy then.
My answer is Table Mountain.
Table Mountain. Not wasting any time on that. Is she right?
She's absolutely correct. Well done, Kate.
Well done. So £200 more into your prize fund. John Paul, it means because that last question was to Lucy, you can't choose her any longer. Who do you want to pick then?
Cleve, you're a musician, aren't you? But Peter is just smiling all the time. I smile a lot, he smiles a lot.
Yeah, will you be smiling by the time you finish though?
I know.
So who are you going to choose?
I'm going to go for Cleve.
All right, Cleve, what's your question?
Gareth Bale left which club to join Real Madrid in 2013?
I'm sure he's one of the most expensive to go. I'm sure he hit some records when he went. He left Tottenham Hotspurs.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Gareth Bale left which club to join Real Madrid in 2013? Is he right to be so sure, Cleve?
Absolutely, Tottenham Hotspur.
Well done. Gareth Bale left them to join Real Madrid for what was said to be a record fee of more than €100 million. Yeah. You don't get quite that much. You get £200 into your prize fund, but every little bit helps.
Exactly.
Doesn't it? OK. So, Lynn, your turn to choose somebody again. You've got the whole tank, apart from Lucy, to choose from.
OK. Well, I think that Max came through for me last time, so I'm going to have Max again, if I may, please.
Happy to help out, Lynn.
All right, then.
Now, this is a question that does relate to travel, so it's not a literature one, but it's country I love, and I hope you've been to it, because if you haven't, you definitely should. Which two colours feature on the national flag of Poland?
You ever been to Poland?
No, I've never been to Poland, ever.
Can you see that flag?
Kind of, sort of can. I think it's got like an eagle in the middle. I'm going to go for the main colours as being black and red.
Which two colours feature on the national flag of Poland, Max? Are they black and red?
Well, Lynn, you're half right. It's red and white.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, you don't get half marks on this programme.
Never mind.
Sadly. So no money for you there, I'm afraid. So, Kate, your turn again, only now you can't ask Max anymore, as well as Lucy.
I think I'll go back with my original choice, and Anisha, please.
OK, I hope you like Family Guy, because this is a Family Guy question. The TV comedy series Family Guy is set in which fictional town?
Have you ever watched Family Guy?
Not really.
OK.
No, so I don't know the answer. I'll try and come up with an answer.
Yeah.
Silly town.
Why not? Why not?
Could
It's a
be.
cartoon. The TV comedy series Family Guy is set in which fictional town? Is it Silly Town, Anisha?
I'm so sorry, it's not. It's Quahog.
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 Quahog, is that what they call it?
They call it Quahog.
I wonder where they got that name from.
I don't know, but that's what they call it.
So sadly for you, Kate, no more to your cash fund. So, John Paul, we move on to you. Only now you've only got 5 of the think tankers to choose from.
Definitely going for Peter now.
Just to cheer him up a little bit. Hey, good.
Well, I'll get to cinema a lot, so I hope you do. So this is a film question, actually.
OK.
Paul Rudd plays which Marvel comic superhero in a film in 2015?
Paul Rudd played which Marvel Comics superhero in a 2015 film?
I don't even know what he looks like.
He looks a bit like Jim Bills, to be honest.
Don't think he'll be Batman or Superman, because I probably would have seen it, I'm sure. There's a new film out. I'm sure it was Daredevil or something. I'm going to go with Daredevil.
Why not? Be a daredevil. Go with Daredevil.
Exactly.
You never know.
I have
Paul
no
Rudd
idea.
played which Marvel Comics superhero in a 2015 film? Was it Daredevil, Peter?
Afraid not. It was Ant-Man.
Nearly there.
And I've seen it.
And you've seen it! He's seen it. Oh, dear. What a shame. Sorry, John Paul. You stay on where you are in your cash fund. OK, we come to Lynn then. And you do still have 5 members of the think tank to choose from. Who do you want to go with?
I think I'm going to go with Ken because he came through for me with the Zorro question with Fox.
I used to live in Spain for 11 years, so that's how I knew the answer before. The tapas dish bacalao traditionally is made with which type of fish?
I've really got no idea. I'm going to go with something that I eat quite a lot. Perhaps going to go with sardines.
The tapas dish bacalao is traditionally made with which type of fish? You think it's a sardine?
It's bigger fish to fry, I'm afraid. It's cod.
Cod,
okay.
indeed. So I'm afraid wrong answer for you. In fact, all 3 of you had a bit of a dry run there. So at the end of that round, then let's see how your prize funds have changed. And it's a 3-way tie. Kate, John Paul, Lynn, you're all on £600. Well done. So, contestants, one of you is going to have to leave the game shortly, but there's still a chance for any of you to take the lead. All of you will now be asked the same question. 2 members of the think tank will then tell you the answer they gave before the programme and why they believe it's correct. However, only one of them is going to be right. If you side with the correct person, you'll add an all-important £200 to your kitty. Just 5 questions remaining now before we have to say goodbye to one of you. So do choose your answers carefully, OK? First up, then, we're going to hear answers from Armanel and Anisha. And here's the question. The most watched TV programme in the UK in 2015 was an episode of which show? Armanel, what do you say?
Well, I said The Great British Bake Off. I do like baking, but I don't watch the show much myself. But I do know it's a very popular show, and therefore I sort of had an inkling that it might be the right answer.
OK, you're saying The Great British Bake
Yes.
Off. Anisha?
I'm saying Strictly Come Dancing because there was a point where everyone was like, oh, Strictly, Strictly, Strictly. And I was like, well, I don't watch this, but it must be popular. So Strictly Come Dancing.
Armanel, you're saying Great British Bake Off.
Yes.
Anisha, Strictly Come Dancing. I wonder who's right. Contestants, let's see who you are siding with. Please lock in your answers. Kate, you've gone with Anisha, Strictly Come Dancing. John Paul and Lynn have decided to follow the advice of Armanel. Here's the answer. It's The Great British Bake Off. So well done, Armanel. Good knowledge there. Good try, Anisha.
Yeah, good try.
Yes, off you go. OK, dance back to your places. And it means that we add £200 to John Paul and Lynn's prize fund. For our next question, then, we're going to hear answers from Peter and Lucy. And the question is, excluding the other national capitals of the UK, what is the closest capital city to London as the crow flies? Peter?
I said Paris because it's not that far away from the Channel and London's right at the bottom of the UK.
OK, Lucy?
I said Brussels. I've made the journey to both Paris and Brussels, and I feel, on balance, that Brussels is nearer.
You got there quicker, did you?
I got there quicker, yeah.
All right, then. So, contestants, you have a choice between Paris and Brussels. They both believe they have the right answer, but only one is correct. Lock in your answers, please. So who did you side with? Kate, you've gone for Brussels, and Lucy? John Paul thinks it's Paris. Lynn also with Lucy on that one. Let's see if you're right. The answer is indeed Brussels. It's 199 miles between London and Brussels. Paris is 214 miles. So there's 15 miles in it, but it's a good go at it, Pete. Thanks very much.
Just my height.
Thank you. Kate and Lynn, you each add £200 to your prize fund. So our next 2 think tankers coming up here are Jackie and Cleve. And your question is this. In July 2015, which island was announced as the most popular holiday destination for adult UK holiday makers? You love travelling, don't you?
I love travelling, and I know the answer to this, I'm sure. And I think the answer is actually in the question because it says adult destination, and I think it's Ibiza.
All right, then. Cleve, what do you think it is?
I think it's Majorca.
Majorca.
Yeah.
OK. So, Jackie is saying Ibiza. Cleve is saying Mallorca. Contestants, please lock your answers in. So, Kate, you've gone with Ibiza. John Paul siding also with Jackie. But Lynn has gone with Mallorca. Is she right? The answer is Mallorca. So, Jackie, I'm afraid you were wrong on Ibiza. Yeah. You sounded very confident on it. Cleve, right answer with Mallorca. So, well done. Well done. So, well done, Lynn. An extra £200 for you. So, for our next question, we hear answers from Max and Armanel. Here's the question. The 2015 Coldplay album A Head Full of Dreams features a vocal contribution from which world leader? Max?
Well, I said Barack Obama because I think he's the great statesman of our time, and I think his lyrical eloquence fits in very well with the sort of middle-of-the-road pop that Coldplay offers.
OK. Not entirely complimentary, but let me see what you're getting at. Armanel?
Well, I was thinking of world leaders, focusing on the world leaders aspect, and rejected Barack Obama and came upon the Pope. So I decided that the Pope would have some wise things, some nice things that people would wish to include.
OK. Max, you're saying Barack Obama. Armanel is saying the Pope. Have a think about that and lock in your answers, please. Kate's gone with the Pope, but John Paul and Lynn have gone with Barack Obama. Let's see if you're right. It is Barack Obama. There you go. The song features a clip of Barack Obama singing Amazing Grace, used with his permission, so... Well done to you, Max. Good try, Eleanor. Yeah, thanks very much. That means that, again, Lynn and John Paul, you had £200 to your prize fund. Kate, you're stalling a little bit there. But we've got one more question to go. So for our final question, we're going to hear answers from Anisha and Ken. And here it is. Which major anatomical feature do apes lack that nearly all monkeys have? Anisha.
Right, so I went with tails because I thought, I don't really see apes in trees hanging upside down, but I see that from monkeys because they're hanging off their tails, and apes don't have that.
All
So
right. Ken?
Well, I'm a great nature programme lover, and I've looked at it quite closely, and I think it's nails.
Okay.
Just based on watching
Yes.
like Planet Earth.
Yes,
nails.
I watch close-ups, of course.
OK. OK. Contestants, you have a choice between tails and nails. Please lock in your answers. Tails for Kate, tails for John Paul, tails for Lynn. Let's see if they're right. Tails it is.
Well done.
They used their heads, they got tails, just like you did, Anisha. Well done. Ken, good try. Thanks very much. So that means that you've all added £200 to your prize fund. So let's take a look at your totals. In the lead is Lynn with £1,600, followed by John Paul with £1,200, and trailing just behind is Kate with £1,000. So with the lowest sum in her kitty, we have to say goodbye to Kate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed being here?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Well, you played very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lynn and John Paul, you two will now compete to take home the money that you've earned in our final. So, John Paul, if you were to win, how would you spend the cash?
There's a lot of wires that probably need replacing at the studio that I've got in Wolverhampton, but
come on.
I probably would spend it on a holiday with the family.
And Lynn, what would you do with your winnings?
Well, I'd like to treat my husband to a fine dining experience, and then I think we'd have a little family celebration of something, maybe a weekend away somewhere.
All right, well, good luck to you both. Our final is a general knowledge battle. I'm going to ask you 5 questions each, and whoever gives the most correct answers will take home the money that they built up so far. Fortunately, the think tank, well, possibly fortunately, the think tank is still on hand to help you out. You can pick someone to consult with before you answer the questions. Each member can only be picked once. And the difference in the final, compared to the rest of the show, is that they haven't seen any of these questions before. So they are just as much in the dark as you are this time, possibly even more. OK? So, Lynn, you built up the most money. in the main game, so the final starts with you. Here is your first question. Lumbago refers to pain in which part of the body? Who do you want to consult with on this one? You've got all 8.
I think I'm actually going to ask Lucy because she did a sports degree, so she probably knows about parts of the body.
When I heard the question read out, I thought lumbago sounds a bit lumbar. So I'm wondering if it's the back. Do you have any thoughts? Was there anything that came to mind?
When it came up, I did initially think that it was the back.
Yeah.
So that's kind of confirmed it, really.
Yeah.
What's your final answer going to be?
I'm going to go with the back.
Lumbago refers to pain in which part of the body? You've said back. What's the answer? You did indeed. Well done. So you're 1 up. Well done. Here's your question, John Paul. Which obsolete British coin was equal in value to a quarter of an old penny? So, which member of the think tank are you going to ask?
Obsolete. Oof. Trying to think it's to do with money. I would possibly go with Ken.
Of course, I was around under the old money,
Okay.
and the coin was a farthing, which, if you look at it, it's a fourth of a thing, a farthing.
I have no idea, so I will go with Ken on this one. I will say a farthing, yeah.
Okay. Which obsolete British coin was equal in value to a quarter of an old penny? Ken says farthing. You're going with Ken. Are you right? You are indeed. Well done. I suppose you're too young to remember the old coinage, are you?
I was, yeah.
Seems like yesterday to us, doesn't it, Ken? All right, then, you've drawn levels. 1-1. Lynn, here's your second question. In boxing terminology, for what does the T stand in TKO? Who do you want to choose for this one?
I think I may go with Cleve.
Well, actually, I used to box when I was a youngster, when I was 15, and I do believe the T stands for technical. It's a technical knockout.
You say the T stands for technical. You convinced by that?
Yes, I am. Yes.
So that's where you're going to go.
I'm going to go with Cleve, yes.
All right, in boxing terminology, for what does the T stand in TKO? Will it be a knockout for you? Technical is the right answer. Well done. So very good choice, very good use of the think tank so far. 2-1 to Lynn, but you can equalise quite easily here, John Paul. Let's see your question. In traditional bingo calls, the phrase the Brighton line represents which number? So you've got 5 of the think tank to choose from still. Which of them looks like a bingo player?
Jackie.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. But I think I might know this, actually. Because a lot of them are sort of like rhyming, aren't they?
Yeah.
5 and 9, the Brighton line.
5
5
and 9,
the Brighton
line.
I'm going to go with you.
So you're saying 59 is the Brighton line. Are you right? Right. Oh, yeah. Well done. So 2-2. It's very close. Lynn, here's your next question. In 2015, Helen MacDonald won the Costa Book of the Year award for her book H is for What? So you've got half of the think tank to choose from.
I'm going to go with Max, please, if I may.
I believe H is for hawk in this case. I don't know if you've seen the book as well, then.
Yes, I have, yes. And I agree with you. H is for hawk.
Let's see if you're right.
Yes.
H is for hawk, indeed. It is, of course, a memoir of the year she spent training a goshawk,
That's
actually,
right, yeah.
after her father died, and she felt very upset by that. It helped her through the process. It is a very good book. So well done. 3-2 to Lynn. Still, though, John Paul, you can draw level if you get this one right. Here's your question. Which flower has a name from the Old French for lion's tooth? Who have you got left to choose from? Armanel, Peter and Anisha.
I am going to go with Armanel.
Armanel.
Yes, I think I can help out here because the French for tooth is dent and then lion. So I think it's dent the lion. Dandelion.
Dandelion.
Yes.
I will go with what you said and dandelion, Bill.
Dandelion is the flower that has the name from the Old French for lion's tooth. Let's see if you're right. You are indeed. Well done. You're tied at 3-all. So, Lynn, here's your next question. Which planet in our solar system is often referred to as Earth's sister planet due to the similarity in size and mass? You've got Peter and Anisha to choose from.
I'd like to choose Peter, if I may.
I think it's got to be one of our closest planets, which is Mars.
Well, I have actually got absolutely no idea whatsoever. So I'm going to go with Mars.
Which planet in our solar system is often referred to as Earth's sister planet due to the similarity in size and mass? What's the answer? The correct answer is Venus. So, John Paul, it means if you get this answer right, you go into the lead. OK? What's your question? Which animal is a symbol of the Republican Party in the USA? You are left with Anisha to help you.
I would say it's an elephant.
Why an elephant though?
I don't know.
Because I thought that'd be like more of an Indian thing, right? It's up to you though, but I would have said like a bird or something.
Yeah.
I would say go with your gut.
And if I'm wrong, that is just ridiculous, because I was actually born there.
Yeah, but you live here now, so it's fine. So there we go.
I'm going to go with elephant.
You're going to go with elephant?
Yeah.
Which animal is the symbol of the Republican Party in the United States? Let's see if he's right. You went with your gut and you did the right thing. That puts you one ahead. So, did you grow up with an American accent?
With the Texan accent.
Dang, you did the right thing. Okay. So, contestants, this is your 5th question. There are no think tankers left to help you out. And Lynn, if you don't get this one right, it means that John Paul will be today's winner. No pressure, then.
No pressure.
Here we go. What's your question? Which Oscar-winning actress shares her name with the wife of William Shakespeare? You're on your own with this one.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway is the name of an Oscar-winning actress.
I think she was in Les Miserables.
And that's the name of William Shakespeare's wife?
I think so.
Keep you in the game, then. You're saying Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
OK. Let's see what the answer is. Anne Hathaway is the right answer. She won Best Supporting Actress for Les Miserables, but you got the right answer. Still in it to win it. John Paul, you have the last question, so get this right. You are the winner. OK, here's the question. What are the 2 middle names of Princess Charlotte, born in May 2015? They can't give you any advice in the think tank.
Princess Charlotte. I think probably Elizabeth might be in there somewhere. Mary Elizabeth Charlotte. I'd just say Mary Elizabeth.
What are the 2 middle names of Princess Charlotte, born in May 2015? If this answer is correct, you'll be our winner. If not, we're going to go to a tie-break.
Oh, God.
Elizabeth and Mary. What is the right answer? Elizabeth Diana.
Why didn't I say Diana?
Of course.
That's his daughter's
Yeah.
name, yeah.
Princess Charlotte.
Yeah.
The 2nd child of Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
Yeah.
Elizabeth named after the Queen. Diana, of course, named after William's
Should have
mum.
said that. Should have said that.
There you go. But it means that after 5 questions each, your scores are tied. So we're going to go to sudden death. Now, all the members of the think tank have been used up, so you are still on your own until we get a winner. OK, Lynn, here's your next question. In terms of area, what is the largest national park in England?
OK. Yeah, there's the North Yorkshire. The one in the Lake District, but I can't remember the name. No, I'm going to have to go with the North Yorkshire National Park. North Yorks.
North Yorkshire, North Yorks National Park.
Yeah.
That's the largest national park in England. Let's see if you're right. The answer is the Lake District. You had it.
Northumberland.
You had it. The Lake District. Yeah. Oh dear, slipped through your fingers the chance of the lead there. So, John Paul, if you get this next one right, you are the winner. Let's see what the question is. Which Olympic sport uses the lightest ball?
I'm going to say that it's a game that I play with my youth group and that I have at my church, and I think it's table tennis.
Table tennis.
Yeah.
Confident answer. You sure?
I can't think of any other ball that's that light.
This to win today. Which Olympic sport uses the lightest ball? What's the answer? Table tennis it is indeed. Well done. Congratulations, John Paul. You are the winner. Commiserations, Lynn. You're so close. It was a titanic battle, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey, really wonderful. But sadly, not taking anything home, apart from the glory of being so close to being the winner. And John Paul, of course, as our winner, you'll definitely be taking home your prize of £1,200. Shortly, you will have the chance also to add an extra £1,000 to your winnings. First, though, let's take a moment to congratulate the think tanker who gave the most correct answers during the show. Almost forgot you were here. The top thinker was... Armanel. Well done. So, John Paul, you now have one last chance to seriously boost your prize money as you face our question impossible. This is the toughest question of the whole show because no one in our think tank answered it correctly. So, if you can achieve, John Paul, what none of them here could and give us a correct answer, that extra £1,000 is yours, OK? Let's take a look then at your question impossible. Whose memoir is entitled The Life and Loves of a He-Devil? Before you give your answer, we'll give you a little bit of help because we're going to take a look at the think tank's wrong answers, and this will help you rule a few of them out. So let's see what they said. Julian Clary, Joan Collins, Elton John, the Marquis de Sade, Marilyn Manson, Mark Davis, Oliver Reed, and Paul O'Grady. So 8 wrong answers there. Does that help you get anywhere close?
Not at all. Not at all, Bill. Number one, I don't really read that much anyway. He-Devil. For some reason, the name Eddie Izzard popped into my head. I'm going to go with Eddie Izzard.
You're saying Eddie Izzard, whose memoir is entitled The Life and Loves of a He-Devil. You say it's Eddie Izzard for an extra £1,000. Are you right? It's Graham Norton, the right answer. You weren't far off, were you?
And I like him, he's funny.
Oh dear, that wasn't it. You didn't conquer the question impossible, but you're still leaving with your sum of £1,200. So
thank you.
You still got a smile on your face.
I do,
which is
I do.
great. Okay. Well done, John Paul. Thank you very much for being with us. Well, thanks for watching. Do join us next time when 3 more contestants will see whether they can bank on the think tank. Until then, it's goodbye from them. Goodbye.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye.